You're watching the News Channel 15 Highlight Zone with Glenn Marini. Sports coverage you can count on with the Highlight Zone starts now.
We have to be focused every day.
A lot of speed and probably the most athletic team in the SAC. We want to be remembered as one of the best classes in Snyder football.
They're in our way, and we have to get through them. We've been looking forward to it all 4 years, and we finally got a chance to strive for it. It'll mean everything to everyone here. The biggest key is compete.
For whom the bell tolls. It's more Hemingway than Highlight Zone, admittedly, but it is the big focus on this final Friday of the regular season. The SAC's victory belt within the grasp of 3 teams, and the ring's certainly the thing out at Wayne Stadium. Joe Whalen has more with your Highlight Zone Game of the Week. Joe.
Yeah, Glenn, the easiest road to the belt runs through Snyder. A win for the Panthers, and the SAC title is theirs. It gets more complicated from there. If Wayne upsets Snyder and Bishop Dwenger stops Bishop Luers, the Generals claim their first title in 21 years. A Wayne win coupled with a Luers win, both teams share the title with Snyder. Got it? Good. Let's get to part 1 of the equation. It's Snyder at Wayne. It's your Highlight Zone Game of the Week. Scott Shaw's team enters the night putting up nearly 50 points a game, but it's Snyder showing off the moves early. First quarter, Isaac Stiebling keeps and gets loose. Guy's been doing it all season with the legs. 40 yards right into your living room. And 3 plays later, it's big Desmond Davis from a couple of yards out. Panthers were on the board first after Wayne answers with a score of their own on the ensuing kickoff. Look at Mac Hippenhammer, untouched down the near sideline, 85 yards. Snyder leads at 13-7. Generals with an answer again on the next possession. On 1st and 10 from the 27, Twin Powers activate. Keon Powers up top to Dion, the ridiculous grab, 13 all after that score. And then just before the half, Wayne on the move one more time, this time going to the ground game. Austin Yarborough finds a seam. See ya. Wayne's high-powered offense living up to the hype once again, 20-13 at the break. Snyder ties it up on the opening drive of the 3rd, and then it's Powers once again. Keon keeps, tiptoes down the sideline, somehow stays in bounds. 27-20 following the point after. 4th quarter, this is where the game turns. Davis, second score of the night, cuts it to a 34-32 game. Snyder goes for 2. Oh, in and out of the hands of Russell Davies. That would have tied things up. Instead, the Generals go back to work, and with a minute to go, guess who? That's right, Keon Powers, 3rd touchdown of the night, and it's time to bounce at Wayne. Scott Shaw gets the Gatorade bath, and the Generals celebrate their first SAC title since Clinton was in office. 41-32 the final.
Man, so much excitement and overwhelming of excitement. It's crazy to feel that we can take our team and make it to the next level and win that championship.
It means a lot. It means a lot to these kids, and they worked hard for it. They they played very well tonight. Through some adversity against a great Snyder team that we'll probably, hopefully, see again.
So impressed with Wayne. Those kids played their tails off. They deserve to win. They made plays. They just very well coached, and credit to them. They were awesome tonight.
The sectionals begin next week with Snyder and Wayne both off as Class 5A has the bye. Glenn, let's go back to you for more.
All right, thank you very much, Joe. So the onus really on this one, the Battle of the Bishops. If Dwenger wins, Wayne the solo conference champ. If Luers wins, we're talking 3-way tie 3rd quarter. Noah Wazinski across the middle to Tyrell Johnson for the touchdown. 28-14 Luers, but it's the defense from Bishop Dwenger looking good here. Jackson Grahovac right to him. He's 6 feet tall, 235 pounds of muscle as the defensive lineman takes it all the way back. It was a 28-22 game after the 2-point conversion, but in the 4th, Austin Mack. We've seen him catch it. We've seen him do it on special teams. How about throw it to Mr. Johnson again? 41-22. Luers wins. So Luers, Wayne, Snyder all finished 6-1 in conference. The SAC championship split 3 ways for the first time since 1991.
I mean, that's just it's so great. Coming back from an 0-9 season to be tied with SAC champs, I couldn't be any more happy, and especially for our seniors and just our team, the Luers community period.
You got to be ready for every scenario. You just got to play every game, focus on every week. But I'm very proud of my guys, very, very proud of my team. They did great tonight.
Dwenger is at Northridge next week while Luers is at Concordia, but what a way to finish the SAC season, 3-way tie. All right, how about the Cadets? They're going to play Luers next week. Interesting non-conference game at Zollner Stadium tonight. Indianapolis Brebeuf and Concordia. Brebeuf 12th in 3A second quarter. That's Levante Bellamy from Brebeuf. It's 7-zip Brebeuf at that point. Concordia moved the ball actually pretty well in this game, but turnover's a problem. Off the tip ball, Adam Eifert of Brebeuf taking it all the way back to the house, and it's 14-zip Braves. Then, right before the half, you're going to see Aaron Banks to Eifert. Touchdown there, 21-zip Brebeuf, as Brebeuf does beat Concordia 36-22. At Chambers Field, Northside hosting Northrop. We pick it up in the first quarter where Northside's Arian Nieves. He's matured as the season's gone along at quarterback, the sophomore to Jordan Kindig across the middle. He's down in midfield for the first down for the Redskins. Ryan Hall fired up. Later on the drive, David Johnson from Nieves across the middle for the score. 7-zip Redskins, and they were feeling plenty good. Now 9-zip after a Northside safety on the ensuing kick after that safety. Deshaun Ellington, he knows what to do with it. He takes this one all the way back. We're talking 70 yards for Ellington. Touchdown Northside as the Redskins roll at home 51-13. In the NHC, Carroll's final game in this conference, Chargers looking to finish the regular season undefeated and clinch the NHC title outright against DeKalb. 3-zip in the first half. Carroll's first drive in the third quarter, Aiden Smith to Gabriel Odishu. He runs down to the 1-yard line. Chase Blackcamp would score from there to give Carroll a 10-zip lead. More Carroll, more play action. Smith to Eric Lauer. Lauer had 2 of those. It's a 37-yard score, 17-zip Carroll at that point. Early in the fourth, DeKalb, well, they've had some fourth quarter rallies. This is Will Chrisman with the touchdown, but not a rally for the Barons tonight as Carroll wins 24-6. Chargers finish undefeated. They're your outright conference champs.
It was never our goal to go undefeated, but a conference championship is nice. It's our first in the history of our school, so it was great.
Understand the situation that it's the last time you're going to play in the conference, you know, and without question, I mean, you want to win it the last time. I mean, you got one time to do it, one shot to do it, you know, and the kids answered.
What a way to go out. Carroll at Warsaw next week for sectionals. DeKalb at East Noble. Another big one in the NHC, New Haven at Homestead. New Haven would get on the board first in this one. TJ Moeller using the foot. Bulldogs lead at 3-zip. Now watch this. Homestead would try to answer with some special teams, a little field goal action of their own, but Nicholas was talking about that wind. Yeah, it was a factor out at Dave S. Walter Memorial Stadium. You see, it's Tremont Jackson running this one back. That was a field goal attempt. 25 yards on the return there. Bulldogs still up 3-zip. The first touchdown of the game, it would belong to Homestead. Landon Durnell takes it in for the touchdown, and Homestead goes on to win this one, a nail-biter, 27-25. Down in Decatur, East Noble at Bellmont. The Knights ranked 9th in this week's 4A state poll. First quarter, Braves on the 17. Josh Brune runs, down to the 6-yard line, and that would set up this. Jordan Amaker, boy, these kids like to run the football. Larry Getz has that machine working. Amaker in for the touchdown, and it's 7-zip early. Second quarter, now it's East Noble working it. It's going to be David Salazar pounding it in. This one went down to the wire, and it's Bellmont with a nice upset at home. 24-21, the Braves a winner. There's the Prince of Adams County. Hey, final stop in the NHC, Columbia City, looking for their first conference win. Would it happen at the Courtyard? Start of the third quarter, Columbia City up 21-14. Pearson Harnish with the nice run here. The senior gets it down to the 17-yard line. Why was that big? Well, it would set up this for Coach Miller's team. Adam Narwhal takes it in from 17 yards out, and we're tied at 21-all in the third quarter. After Columbia City fumble, the Knights recover at the 36. Harnish would take it himself. Norwell gets the lead. This would go to overtime. A blocked PAT is the difference as Columbia City's Ashton Barnes would get a hand on one. Columbia City a winner in overtime, 35-34. Well, that is going to do it for the NHC and the SAC. But when we come back after the break, Leo looks to bow out of the ACAC in style. The Lions hosting Bluffton as Leo looking to finish undefeated in conference. We're also going to head to Garrett, where the Railroaders battled Central Noble in a good one, and Huntington North playing its final game in the NCC. We're also going to take trips to Busco, Heritage, and Woodland, all coming up next in The Zone.
Stay out of trouble.
The Highlight Zone will be right back.
Alex Beal carries the ball for the